control do you feel like
I don't know what you consider a small sample size, 30 plus games now. How do you feel about your game? I don't know if you're thinking, a lot of people are talking about the 50, 40, 90 splits already with you. I mean, it feels like you're just still playing at such an efficient level.
Like a lot of games where we feel like
have you felt like you've been in that kind of space all year? Or these last few games, do you feel a little bit better?
That 11-0 run in the
with
third
your shot
quarter that you were a part of, what do you think was going right during that stretch?
Ball movement last year. I think just kind of the group that we had on the floor, there's a lot of energy in the game. Offensively, there's a lot of energy.
Make the best read, the best shot.
Defensively, we got some stops.
Just play through my teammates.
We just pushed it quick.
I think that's just the easiest way for me to find a rhythm.
Transition. Definitely hurt a team.
At the start of the week,
trying to get back into the game.
In the Portland game, I mean, Drew had said, third quarters was an emphasis. That you guys didn't really quite like how your third quarters have been. This week, these 4 straight wins, it's been big third quarters. Again, is that because a focus was put on that, maybe, or what has maybe changed this last week with these third quarter performances? Do you recall last time you caught a 3-quarter? Court lob from another point guard, and what was so what did you see there? And again, I guess that leads into chemistry with DJ, I would think.
I guess to be honest.
And just finally, you obviously have been with this team for a little while now. You're familiar with your support staff. This travel schedule that you've been on, not just yesterday, but in general, what is that? How good is the team or the support staff been for you guys? Getting yourselves ready to play these games. What is it? The physical therapy has to be in a ballroom, or you can't get to the arena till 3 hours ahead of time. What have they done to make your life start a camp as normal as possible? Quite a bit about playing with DJ. Maybe sometimes being off the ball. And then maybe about a week ago, Mike Bud had said, we haven't really done that very much. We'd like to do more. So we are seeing it more. So maybe what is happening there with the two of you when you're out there together?
They work around the clock just to make sure we're in the best condition, the best shape to go out there in the basketball and play.
Also, man, DJ is a great player. He's going to hear.
Chris, what did you observe during that 11-0 run that your teammates had in the third quarter?
Me off the ball, I love playing.
They were doing well.
I think it's the patience and moving the ball from side to side.
Leave it up to DJ.
We do that. We're out the best. Having the defense in the scramble mode and everybody else driving the kick and closing out.
Eric Name.
I think that's when we're the best. We have so many talented guys that can shoot.
The team's kind of starting to trust you a little bit more. Like I just think of that bench unit where it's you and 4 bench guys, and it just felt like the whole team was kind of leaning on you to give them strength.
What challenges do you feel like lie ahead as you all continue this road trip?
What has that felt like as you've kind of gotten to know everyone
and then beyond?
Yeah, it's going to get tougher and tougher. Just being able to.
I think that's what it's all about. I think that's what you have to love about this game, the different type of challenges it brings throughout the season.
Like I said, just
be on a long road trip like that, like this, the way it started off.
Playing
it's going to challenge you mentally and physically.
When we get out there and play like that,
being the strongest team.
We got guys off the bench
that comes out of this road trip. So
it just makes it
definitely going to be great for us.
How weird have the last 3 days kind of been for you? Like
at the end of the third quarter,
don't leave it.
Last night, you had that play with Drew where you kind of just gave him a look, threw it over the top. He finishes the lob. Tonight, he has that baseline drive where he finds you in the middle of the lane. You shoot a little 8-footer. It just feels like you two are kind of on the same page. I don't know if that's because you're similar players or like what have you kind of learned about playing with Drew, and do you feel that connection with him? Because it just seems like you two always seem to be on the same page.
I think it goes both ways. That a lot of guys, everybody on the team that once we get in the right spot, the open spot. That man with the ball is going to hit us. That's great to play with teammates like that. When all you got to do is get to the open spot, he'll do all the work for you and give you an easy, nice little runner or whatever, open three. That's what makes Drew so great. Is that he could create plays for other guys while he's still being aggressive at the same time.
Me personally, I don't see the point.
And then I guess just like is there that connection? Like how do you get a lob? Like there's no way that was the play that was drawn up. Like that has to just be you too.
Yeah, like I said, it's not being in the right spot. Find an open area.
You get to like really enjoy it with your family, and you do it for the fans. It's really for the fans. But most of them would be at home watching on TV. And you're also putting yourself.
And then I guess in that third quarter run, Drew is a big part of that. You've been a guy that's had the bench unit before, where it's like Chris and the bench unit. How hard is that? And just kind of what are you seeing from Drew that that's something that you guys are leaning on, and he's really thriving in that role?
I don't think it's that hard, honestly. I mean, our bench is great. You have a lot of guys come off the bench that, started the previous year or can start right now. So, I mean, we have a lot of talented guys that, know how to play the game the right way. We have guys off the bench that are unselfish, took a lesser role to come here just to win. That's what you want.